Hey quilt makers, today I'm going to be showing you how I wall baste. There's a few things to talk about before I begin the tutorial. First, I wanted to say it's very involved. It's very hard for me to video it, but I've got it done. Hopefully it won't be too terrible. I did want to tell you that up front there's a lot of to-do things before you can actually start basting, but after you get those things done, especially if you have a dedicated space for your basting, once it's done you never have to do it again. So after you do the initial things, wall basting becomes a breeze. And the second thing I wanted to talk to you about is a spray. In the video I'm using one brand, and then right now I have a second brand. This is actually my favorite brand. It's by Otif. It's 505 adhesive. I have lots of things that I like about it, and I'll put it in the blog post that accommodates this video. In the video I am using Thermoweb, which is my second favorite. So either one of those brands is really great. I love both. I've tried lots of other brands besides these two and hated every one of them. So I am going to recommend either one of those brands, and then you can choose which one you like best. So let's go get to the tutorial. Okay, you're looking at my wall. That's my design wall, but up above it, I've got nails. It's great if you can have a dedicated wall. If you don't, just use thumbtacks. They'll work as easily if you need to pull those out. The first thing to do is have nails going across your wall, or thumbtacks. You want to make sure that your nails are evenly spaced. You want them all to either be 8 inches a piece, all to be 5 inches a piece, all to be 10 inches a piece. Whatever you decide to do them, and it doesn't matter what you decide, to make sure they're just evenly spaced. Spray, I wouldn't say that spray is messy, but there's two places that it kind of gets. It doesn't reach my surfaces like my dresser with my fabric in it, and it doesn't reach my cutting table, but it does get all over my floor. So I like to put an old sheet down and just to protect my floor, because I don't want to be mopping all the time. You also notice when I showed you the nails, there's a few places where I've got a little fuzzies, and I can just go in and just pluck those right off. They're not hard to get off. I just haven't done it in a while. You also need a step stool because we're going to be going up and down. Let's get our batting out that we've cut. You want to hold in your hands the short side. I'm going to take some safety pins, but you're going to put this safety pin in the corner right here. And I'm going to go hang that from a nail. And then I'm going to go along the top of my batting, and I'm going to put safety pins through the batting, and then I'm going to attach the safety pin to the nail. I'm going to do that all the way until I get to another corner. Okay, I want you to see what I've done here. But basically this is what it looks like. Safety pin through my batting and hanging on my nail. And I've got both of my corners, and I've just kind of sporadically put them out. So now what I want to do is I want to go and I want to smooth my batting. And I always start with the middle, and I just want to smooth this flat. Smooth, smooth, smooth. So I've got my backing, and I'm going to find my short side, and we're going to start with one corner. So it's facing me. So right side's facing me. I've got my spray, and then I'm going to go start with a corner, and I'm going to spray right up there, and then I'm going to keep spraying and smoothing my backing of fabric onto my batting until I get to the opposite corner. Also, don't be too frugal with your spray. You need the spray on the batting to hold it. Also, I'm always spraying my batting. I never want to spray the fabric. When I need to stop and get down, I always put my hand right here to hold it. I'll slide down, move my stool over, and then do this corner. And I want to make sure that there's no wrinkles, so I'm smoothing out. Once I've got the top piece basted, I want to go lift this up, and now I'm going to spray me a middle section. And again, I'm not being frugal with this spray. It's needed, and you don't want to waste it. Then once I get it sprayed, I just want to move my hands down like this, and I'm smoothing this backing onto my batting.
I'm going to go and do this side. And I'm just going to continue doing it like this. I'm going to go do the other side. And when I get these two sides, now I'm going to do this bottom part. So you can see my routine is once I get the top done, I go middle, right, left, middle, right, left, all the way down to the bottom of the quilt. Lift it, so my backing and my batting are one. We're going to take this down. So you can see they're together. Now I need to do the front, so I'm just going to flip it. And once again, the batting is facing me. Now I'm going to go put it back on my nails. So this is where it comes in handy to have your nails spaced evenly. If I didn't have my nails spaced evenly, I might have to move some of these pins to make it work. Easier this go around to smooth this, but I do want to take a minute, and again I just want to smooth it all over so that it's flat against the wall. So now it's time for our quilt top. I'm going to find the front corner of my quilt top, and I want it facing me. So again, I'm going to take my corner and I'm going to start. Now this time we don't want to start flush on the corner. We're going to just come in. Remember, we've got 3 inches to play with it. So you don't have to be exactly 3 inches. You just kind of want to eyeball 3 inches. And I'm going to do that for the top and this side. Double check and make sure that your quilt top is fitting on top of your backing and batting, and you don't have a quilt top hanging over the edges. So now I'm going to do the exact same thing. I'm going to start in the middle, put my spray, and then smooth down my quilt top. Go to my right and do the same thing. I'm all basted. I'm going to take it down. So I'm all basted. I'm ready to quilt. I took my pins out and we're ready to go. One more thought on the basting spray is it's not permanent. So when you get done basting, do not leave your quilt top up there, or the next morning you'll come and you'll find your quilt top all down on the bottom of your floor where it couldn't keep holding it. So you do want to baste and quilt, or baste and get started on your quilting the same day. It's not permanent and it won't last.